Yeah, I think generally it's just like with anything, like you can't judge something unless you fully understand it. I think if everybody sort of aligned with that, there wouldn't be any judgment because, you know, to judge anybody's work requires having gone through the same thing, which would give you a different perspective than you have. So you can't really judge people for anything. But uh, and and it's also true that nobody who is doing more than you will ever speak negatively to you. Um,
Right,
that's
right.
true across the board. So the only people who would speak negatively are people who haven't done their due diligence and are not doing as much, right? So does that naturally, I think, helps a lot of people when, especially in NFTs now. And I used to see it in sports cards, dude. I can't even tell you how many times people called me like a nerd and all this stuff in school because I collected cards. And it just happens over and over and over again, where just this lack of understanding and due diligence allows people to say, the NFT equivalent of that is like, oh, let me just take a screenshot of that and I have it. And it's like, you can say that 20 times, or, we can have a conversation and educate on the fact that, it's not a JPEG. It's the ability, or it's not a, MP3 or video file, MP4. It's you're paying for the ability to do something with this, and you're paying for the ability to resell it, and it's legit. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying for it. You can look at it and it's great. And everybody should look at all of the NFT artworks because, you know, it's the same thing as walking into the Louvre and looking at, I think that's where the Mona Lisa is, walking in there and looking at the Mona Lisa and like, I took a photo, now I own it. Good luck selling that photo for 500 or for billions of dollars.
You know what's interesting too is like if you take any of their phones and throw it down the drain, right, or don't chuck it off the roof, the most valuable thing they have are on that phone, like your photos, your contacts, all that's on your phone. So how are you going to say like a digital asset is not valuable because it's not real? Nobody's like taking disposable photos anymore. So like everything is moving digital. So why? What is confusing about this? Like because it's a digital
That's a
asset.
great way of putting it.
Yeah, like Instagram, like you lose your Instagram, it's over. Like, that's the most valuable thing to you. You can't print it out. I mean, you can, but it's not like there's no value in it when you print it out and hanging on your wall. The value is in people seeing your Instagram, seeing your followers, seeing your likes. What are you talking about? It's very simple.
That you
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 can't,
put it you
can't,
put
you
it much better than I've ever heard anybody put it.
can't. Well, it's just, my phone's dead right now. And I'm like, yeah, dang, like all my information's on there. Like who's texting me, Same thing.
I swear,
Yeah.
stuff you really realize how powerless you are when you lose Wi-Fi. You're just like, yo,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
start turning around. You're like, I
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
find food.
My phone dead. I'm like, dang, man, I gotta plug this in.